Hey everybody! You know how much I love a good adventure, right? Well, hold on to your hats because I just got back from the most incredible, most terrifying trip, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. Over 7 days, I took on 5 of the most extreme adventures the US has to offer. We're talking heart in your throat, questioning your sanity kind of adventures. And you guys, one almost ended very, very badly. We'll get to that later. So buckle up, because we're about to jump out of planes, plunge down raging rivers, and come face to face with some seriously toothy creatures. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of the crazy adventures to come. First up, Moab, Utah. You know that place with the most stunning red rock formations you've ever seen? Yeah, well, I decided the best way to see them was from 10,000 feet in the air, free falling at 120 miles per hour. Crazy? Maybe. Amazing? Absolutely. The whole strapped to a stranger hurtling towards Earth thing had my stomach doing flips. But then we jumped, and it was like the world exploded in slow motion. The wind whipped past my face, the ground rushed closer, and those red rocks? They were even more breathtaking from above. And the landing? Smoother than a baby's bottom thanks to my awesome instructor, Bob. Shout out to Bob. Now, if you're thinking about trying skydiving, Moab is the place to do it. The views are out of this world, and the instructors are top-notch. Just maybe pack a barf bag, just in case. From the sky to the rapids, the Grand Canyon is a sight to behold from any angle, but nothing compares to experiencing it from the water. Next stop, the Grand Canyon, but not the way you're thinking. Forget the crowded viewpoints and tourist spots. We ditched the viewpoints and hopped on a raft to experience this natural wonder from the bottom up. The perspective from the river is something truly special. And let me tell you, it was wild. The rapids were relentless, and the adrenaline rush was like nothing else. We spent 3 days navigating the Colorado River, crashing through rapids with names like Lava Falls and Hermit's Rest. Each rapid had its own personality and challenges. Don't let the names fool you. These rapids were not messing around. They were fierce and demanded respect. I swear, at one point I thought I was going to be flung into next week. The power of the water was both terrifying and exhilarating. But you know me, I wasn't going down without a fight. I dug in, determined to conquer each wave. I held on for dear life, paddling like my life depended on it, which, considering the circumstances, it kind of did. Every stroke was a battle against the river's might. And you know what? It was exhilarating. The sense of accomplishment after each rapid was indescribable. There's nothing quite like the feeling of conquering a rapid, the boat bouncing along, water spraying everywhere. It's a dance with nature's raw power. And the scenery? Forget about it. The canyon walls towered above us, creating a majestic and humbling backdrop. Towering canyon walls, hidden waterfalls cascading down the sides, bighorn sheep perched precariously on the cliffs above. It was like a scene from a dream. It was like being transported back in time to a land before humans even existed. The untouched beauty of the canyon was awe-inspiring. At night, we camped under a blanket of stars, the Milky Way stretching across the sky like a giant cosmic river. The night sky was so clear, it felt like you could reach out and touch the stars. We swapped stories around the campfire, the flames casting flickering shadows on the canyon walls. The camaraderie and shared experiences made the trip even more special. It was magical, truly magical. The combination of adventure, natural beauty, and good company created memories that will last a lifetime. Now, if you're thinking about braving the rapids of the Grand Canyon, I have one word for you. Do it. It's an experience you won't regret. But maybe pack some extra underwear. You'll thank me later. Trust me, the rapids can be quite the ride. Chapter 3. Hanging by a thread rock climbing in Yosemite. Okay, folks, get ready to be amazed because our next stop takes us to the iconic Yosemite National Park. Now, I've seen pictures of those towering granite cliffs, but let me tell you, nothing prepares you for the sheer scale of this place. It's like God took a giant chisel and just went to town. Now, I'm not a climber, not by a long shot. But when in Yosemite, right? So I hired a guide, strapped on a harness, and prepared to face my fear of heights. And let me tell you, that fear was put to the test. We started on a beginner climb, something called El Capitan's Little Toe or something like that. It didn't look that high from the ground, but once I was halfway up, clinging to the rock face like a terrified squirrel. It felt like I was scaling Mount Everest. Chapter 4, Swimming with Sharks. Don't worry, they're mostly harmless. Aloha from Hawaii. That's right. Our next adventure took us to the beautiful islands of Hawaii, where we traded in our hiking boots for flippers and went face to fin with some of the ocean's most misunderstood creatures. Sharks. Now I know what you're thinking. Ellen, are you crazy? You swam with sharks? And to that I say, yes, I did. It was one of the most exhilarating experiences of my life. But before you picture me recreating that scene from Jaws, let me explain. We took every safety precaution possible. We went cage diving, which means we were safely enclosed in a metal cage while the sharks swam around us. It was like being in our own underwater fortress. And you guys, it was incredible. We saw reef sharks, sandbar sharks, even a few Galapagos sharks. Each species had its own unique beauty and grace. They were so graceful, so powerful, gliding through the water with effortless ease. It was like watching a ballet performance in the ocean. It was mesmerizing watching them, their sleek bodies cutting through the water, their black eyes observing us with a kind of ancient wisdom. You could almost feel the history of the oceans in their gaze. It was a humbling experience, being so close to these creatures that have ruled the oceans for millions of years. It made me appreciate the delicate balance of marine life even more. And you know what? They weren't scary at all. In fact, they were quite peaceful, just going about their business in their natural habitat. Chapter 5. Alaska or bust heli-skiing on the edge of the world. Okay, folks, we've jumped out of planes, battled rapids, scaled cliffs, and swam with sharks. But nothing, and I mean nothing, could have prepared me for the sheer awesomeness, the breathtaking beauty, and the near-death experience that was heli-skiing in Alaska. Imagine this. You're in a helicopter, soaring over snow-capped peaks that seem to stretch on forever. The sun is shining, the sky is a brilliant blue, and the only sound is the whirring of the helicopter blades. And then, you land on top of a mountain, surrounded by nothing but pristine, untouched powder. That's heli-skiing in Alaska. We spent a week exploring the Chugach Mountains, skiing down slopes so steep, so untouched, it was like skiing on a cloud. The powder was so deep, so light, it was like floating on air. Every turn was a rush, every descent an adrenaline-fueled adventure. Outro, see ya on the flip side. So there you have it, folks, my 7 days of adventure, danger, and near-death experiences. It was a roller coaster ride from start to finish, filled with moments that took my breath away and pushed me to my limits. From the red rocks of Moab to the snowy peaks of Alaska, I pushed my limits, faced my fears, and lived to tell the tale. Each location had its own unique challenges and unforgettable beauty. Would I do it all again? In a heartbeat. The thrill of adventure is something that calls to my soul. Well, maybe not the whole almost dying in an Alaskan avalanche thing. That was a bit too close for comfort. But the rest of it? Absolutely. The experiences, the people I met, and the places I saw were worth every moment, because life is too short to stay inside your comfort zone. You have to step out and embrace the unknown. Get out there, explore the world, challenge yourself, and make some memories that will last a lifetime. The world is full of wonders waiting to be discovered. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these adventures would you be brave enough to try? Let me know in the comments below. Your stories inspire me and others in this amazing community. And if you're planning your own epic adventure, be sure to check out the links in the description for some amazing deals on flights, hotels, and vacation packages from Expedia. They have everything you need to make your trip unforgettable. They're a lifesaver, trust me. I've used them for all my trips, and they've never let me down. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your adventure buddies. Your support means the world to me. Until next time, stay adventurous. Keep exploring, keep pushing your limits, and keep making memories.